Hello.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time you're listening to us.
Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlethems.
Boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome back to another episode of
Shooting the Shit with Beefy.
And Bobbie.
Bobbie.
Beefy?
I took a poll.
You took a poll?
I took a poll.
Okay.
Now, granted, it wasn't a big poll.
Okay.
But it was, wow. That can be taken completely out of context.
Big poll.
Took your big poll. But no, legit. I took a poll with a few of our admirers, our Shooting the Shit fans, even one of our employees who we now have Haley Lynn Sullivan as our new social media manager. Our one employee. But she's awesome, and we are so excited to have her as our social media manager. Mm-hmm. But I asked a couple of people. Okay. And I said, who do you think would win in a fight? Beefy or Bobbie?
Motherfucker. Okay.
And the big part that I did ask was on a scale of 1 to 10, because in my opinion, I think it'd be a very fair fight.
I really think we could go 3 full rounds.
Yeah. I think it would
5.
be I think it would be a very evenly matched fight. But I asked them on a scale of 1 to 10 who would be the most injured out of either of us. So 1 being like end up with like a couple of bumps and bruises, and then like 10 like something is like possibly in the hospital. Broken. Yeah. And a majority of people did in fact say that I would be at like a 3 or 4, and you would be at like a 6 or a 7.
Okay.
Now, I'm curious as to what you would think about that, because what they were saying was like, even though you have the height advantage, which is very evident, I'm not even going to argue it, like you are in fact taller. Yes. I think at least grabbing you from the sides and then just full on like pile driving
you're gonna try to German suplex me?
Might be, a bit of a
might be your only strategy.
Yeah. All right. No, so what, tough guy? What do you think? On a scale of 1 to 10, who do you think would be most, like, how would our fight play out?
I was gonna say, let's take it. You want to take it step by step?
Yeah.
Because of course, ding
ding ding,
growing up a boy and having fellow dude friends, every now and then you scrap. Yeah. Not like fisticuffs, but sometimes like you're
just playing wrestling.
You just start to wrestle, just see who can.
Were you a WWE kid?
Big WWE guy.
I was a big WWE kid.
Like in the prime, like 2008, 9, 10, 11, 12, like that era, that's when I was deep into it. Small sidebar. I do keep up with it nowadays.
My brother's been keeping up with it. The Brock Lesnar and Cody Rhodes fight.
Yeah, that is all going on. But like also, again, small sidebar. We will come back to the Beefy Bobbie fight.
Yeah.
But it's just like, because when you think about it, when you break it down, WWE is theater.
Athletic theater kids.
It's just buff theater kids. They have a story to tell, and they just got a lot more muscles than we do.
Some of the plot lines do be kind of good.
They have been running this plot line. It's like it's about the bloodline, which is about the deep family ties with like Roman Reigns and his, because like, and some of these people are legit family. Like Roman Reigns is legit cousins with like The Rock, and Jimmy and Jey Uso are cousins with him, and their little brother Solo Sikoa is also in it, and so like it has literally been cinema. And like I'm not like watching it as it comes out like on Peacock or anything. I'm just catching up on TikTok. Because there's streamers who will live stream it, not live stream the show because you can't do that, but they live stream it, their reactions.
Yes.
And then after the fact, they'll post like their reaction and what's happening. So that's been really fun to keep up with. And so I think WWE. I think I'm saying one too many W's. WWE is just.
It's not www.com. It's
I know. It's It is. It's cinema, and they are telling because they have writers.
Mm-hmm.
Oh
yeah, the strikes are still going on. So those WWE writers, God bless you guys.
Yeah, because they aren't they're not a part of the union, so they can keep going.
Oh, they can keep going.
And so people think,
how come? Is it because
either they have their? I don't know if they have their own union.
Is it because it's sports writing?
Possibly, yes.
Yeah.
That's what I would assume. Is that because it's not like for like
theater or cinema
or film, or a TV or a movie screen. But like it is. People think that it's going to become one of the next big things. Like it's going to have a big resurgence because there won't be a lot of new like sitcoms or movies coming out because of the strike. Yeah. So SAG-AFTRA, come back to the fucking table. Anyways, back to where we started. The Beefy versus Bobbie fight. Not to say I've thought about.
Yeah.
Thought about it, but I've definitely thought about it.
Yeah.
It's crossed my mind.
We've
tussled, we've scrapped.
You and I have not.
No, that's wrong. That was another person.
Yeah,
I'm definitely thinking of another person. You were there.
Yeah, I was there. I recorded it.
Yeah. But yeah, no. It would be because we are.
Can we talk about each other's strategies?
Yes.
Like like what my strategy would be to take you down and what your strategy. Okay. So I'll go first.
Yep.
So in my head,
I
think your only move against me because I got that I got that groundhog bullshit in me that I did for How to Succeed. So I'm quick on my feet. So but I'm dense.
Yeah.
So I feel like lifting me out of the picture.
I definitely I won't. Maybe at the top of the fight I could get one like big lift and drop down. Yeah. But that's that's if I had my Wheaties.
If you pick me up anymore, I think you're tweaking your back. But for me to go against you, my strategy, take out your legs.
Oh, you're a bitch.
Get you down on my level.
You would have to.
Get you down on my level because I feel like you would go in for like the around strategy because you would try and be bigger so you would be up higher.
Yeah.
And you would kind of go for like around, like lock my arms in and maybe just like full on like suplex me or whatever.
Yeah, I'll be honest. I'm not going to try to like knock you out with a punch or a flying knee. I'm going to go for the submission. Yeah. I am going, whether it's locking in a rear naked choke, whether I'm breaking your arm with a Kimura lock. Yeah. That's my strategy would be to wear you down and then find a submission. Yeah.
But taking out your legs and getting you like at least onto a knee or something like that would probably be optimal.
But then also I am taller and I think I have bigger strides. I for sure.
You do. You definitely do.
So I think you would have to chase me quite a bit.
Yeah.
I would for sure.
You could easily just run around the ring and just do a couple laps. And with all the running you've been doing, I think you might just get me. Like, I'd collapse of cardiac arrest before I could even get a hit on you.
But I definitely, if we're.
There's also two schools of thought because there's like MMA and like wrestling, and then there's boxing.
Are we put in an octagon?
I think but that's what I mean.
Or a
is
squared
like if
circle.
it was. If it's those two different areas, if it's an octagon or a wrestling ring or a boxing ring, I feel like there's different outcomes.
Oh, 100%.
Because I feel like because we've only like fake fought for like stage combat, but like I'm putting weight into it.
Dude,
I'm not like
I
know I'm gonna miss, and I know there's not gonna be any contact, but it's like there's still some weight behind it. And I've caught myself a couple of times like feeling I went to Coney Island for the first time last weekend. And they had the punching bag machine, and I got the high fucking score.
No way!
Yeah. And it was me and this other guy who's like this 6 foot like big ass dude, and he went in for it, missed like completely.
No,
not missed, but like it like grazed his finger. I feel like both of us have a solid match in a boxing fight, but I think a wrestling or MMA fight, completely different story.
If we're stepping into the octagon, I'm not gonna lie, that's my fight to win.
The octagon.
The octagon is my fight to win.
So, are we assuming MMA rules versus like wrestling rules?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Really?
I think you got me in the boxing match. You for sure got me in a boxing match.
I think merely because I got that Manny Pacquiao height.
You will be floating like a butterfly, sitting like a bee. You will be. You would run circles around my ass in a boxing ring.
Okay, so then what's your argument for an MMA fight?
An MMA fight?
It's an MMA fight, dude.
It's grab his dick and twist it. That is not my strategy. But I certainly think. I think in an MMA fight, I think you would.
Got the kicks.
Yeah.
I think you got the
my
kicks,
long legs.
Yeah.
They tried to put me on the cover of Vogue, but my legs were too long.
Okay, no, I get that.
Yeah,
I get that.
Just the height. Do I have the? I have the reach advantage too. I think.
Well, yeah. I mean, you're taller, so I mean.
I think my arms are just a little bit longer than
Yeah.
yours, so I think I have the reach advantage as well.
Isn't like wingspan like
it would be fingertip to fingertip,
essentially supposed to be like your height?
I think so. Is that one of the weird life hacks?
Because wasn't it like the Vitruvian Man, the Leonardo da Vinci drawing? It's like your wingspan.
Yeah, you're supposed to fit in a circle.
Yeah,
I think so.
Yeah,
I'm not something like that.
Yeah.
We're
not fucking.
I did not.
We're not
study.
Leonardo da Vinci.
No.
Like.
I just because in an MMA fight, like there's so many ways to do it. Like there's so much. It's mixed martial arts, so it's.
But I think wrestling would be even more like not defining, but more difficult to figure out who would win because there's just so much you could possibly do.
Right.
You know.
And like in that sense, I think if we just take it out of if we keep it in MMA or a boxing ring, like just to those two disciplines, and like not really think about like wrestling.
Yeah, because I mean, wrestling is quote unquote wrestling.
Right. But then we wouldn't keep it in terms of WWE. We'd have to then go to like NCAA, like those rules. And I wasn't a high school or college athlete, so I don't know the rules. But I just think I don't know. I've watched a lot of wrestling and a lot of fights growing up, and I've not studied, but every now and then you just stumble onto a how-to Kimura lock video. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or just how to do this, how to do. You can. There's a video and an app for everything nowadays.
Yeah. So our listeners go to our go to
we'll
the
put
post.
We'll put a poll up when this goes up.
Yeah, we'll put a poll and you decide who would win in a fight, Bobbie or Beefy, assuming it's all disciplines.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Because I think
take everything into account.
Yeah, take everything into consideration.
Nothing with a grain of
salt. Because I think even then, I think you would still beat me in a sword fight. Just simply like if we're going by who has more training.
Yeah.
It's
you think so?
Yeah.
I had to pick up a sword last night. I had to step in for Josh.
Oh shit.
He's okay. Don't worry.
Okay, good.
But I just had to be another body on stage, and luckily I have two ASMs who take care of stuff if I have to step in. But like it's also really cool being a stage manager who's trained and that I can't step in for my actors. And I told Josh that if he has any questions about anything going on, I can.
Which could be a possible future career opportunity for you in the future.
Perhaps,
possibly,
definitely thinking
I said
about
future
it.
Twice.
I'm hoping, praying, because it would for sure be cool.
Yeah,
but
so that also brings up the question.
Oh yeah,
of the Zuckerberg and Elon Musk
yeah,
fight.
Dude.
It gotta happen in Rome.
In the Coliseum. I'm so there. Like I don't care how much the ticket is. I'm there.
I think it's kind of written, honestly.
You think it'll be scripted?
I think Musk has it in the bag.
Mark Zuckerberg is a Brazilian jiu-jitsu black belt.
They're both.
Musk isn't?
Yes.
They're
both
Google.
trained.
No way.
They are both trained.
Is Elon Musk fight trained?
I think there was a whole article that I read that was just about like comparing the two.
It's also really funny because if it doesn't happen in the Coliseum, it'll just be a cage match, which I think is the funniest thing.
Yeah. Hell in a Cell.
Yeah.
Elon Musk and Mark Zuckerberg, Hell in a Cell.
I would really... I would pay for it. I'm there.
I'd pay to see it. I'd go. I'd go to wherever it is, and I'd go and watch it live. That's like the fight of the century.
Musk did say he needs a lot more training. And, because Zuckerberg he does jujitsu.
What's their age gap? I know Mark is probably younger.
Elon's 52.
Yeah.
How old Mark?
Mark has to be at least 30.
39.
Yeah.
Are you really gonna put your money on Musk for this one? Because
now I'm not so sure. I swear I read that they're both trained in some sort of art, whether it's Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu for Zuckerberg or something else for Elon Musk. But
listen. My money. This is like I love or hate Mark Zuckerberg. I think he's winning this fight.
Yeah.
Like I'm looking at a picture of him standing in between two UFC dudes, and he looks like he fucking fits in.
Really?
Yeah. Look.
Damn. Oh! I didn't know he was jacked.
He's ripped.
Jacked.
He's jacked.
I didn't know that.
Gotta pull up his Instagram.
I did not know that he was jacked. I thought he was a fucking nerd.
No,
because he owns everything now.
He owns the metaverse.
Yeah, I thought he was just some scrawny nerd from Harvard who was trying to prey on the lives of women.
And then
when he created Facebook.
And then, bro, have you seen images of Elon Musk shirtless?
He's hurt. He is rough.
I hate to say I googled Elon Musk shirtless.
Yeah.
But he does not look like in fighting shape.
All right, my money's on Zuckerberg. Sorry, Elon.
Nothing against
I know you
how
just
he
bought
physically
Twitter,
looks,
but
and I still can't believe what he's doing with Twitter.
Oh my God, X, dude.
X.
What does that even mean?
He's just calling it X.
What does that even mean?
And it's not even original.
No.
It's just.
Did you download Threads?
No, not yet.
No.
Should we? I don't know. I think now that people are really starting to hate on formerly Twitter, now X, I think Threads might be up and coming. Yeah.
I don't know.
Did you also see how many? Let's also look how many people have downloaded Threads already.
Well, that's not accurate because it automatically creates a Threads account via your Instagram account.
Oh.
Yeah. So you can't compare because it was an immediate account creation because of the metaverse.
Oh.
Yeah.
Interesting.
But I never even used Twitter in the first place. I never understood what Twitter was for.
It was just to throw out thoughts and just random blips. That's what it was. When it
because it's my Twitter posts. I have a couple of posts that have spanned across my 12 years of being on Facebook or something on Twitter or whatever, and it's random BS, and then I see other people's posts, and it's they're doing ads. They're talking about full paragraph descriptions of things. I'm I don't really get. I know Facebook is for photos with your family and maybe some life updates and stuff like that. Instagram is mainly photos, but Twitter, I feel like Twitter is just the captions of Instagram or the captions of Facebook. You know, if I wanted to really talk about something, I'd probably do it on one of those rather than Twitter.
Yeah. I wasn't much of a Twitter guy until I was very much anti-Twitter in high school.
I'm still anti-Twitter.
Because
anti-X.
Yeah. Just because I was it doesn't seem like it's useful. And then I downloaded it and I realized that's where all the funny stuff is.
Yeah.
Because no one is really being funny on Facebook. Are you kidding me?
No.
Everyone's too old to be funny on Facebook. And then Instagram is just people, trying to look good and trying thirst traps and just trying to get followers, and it's all about the numbers.
TikTok's really where it's at right now.
TikTok is where it's at right now. Twitter is dead. # call it X.
Yeah.
But also it was also really funny because when people when Musk was I'm just gonna change the name and call it X, everyone was like, bro, you're just gonna be affiliated with X videos.
Ooh.
And I was like, oh, LOL. And so I
rest in peace.
So I think that's also a major part of the downfall.
Yeah.
Just that. And now, because it also used to be a cool place to share your art. When I that's why I started to get on Twitter, was because I saw like a good art community, and you could share
I'd
stuff.
argue Tumblr though.
Yeah, but like, isn't Tumblr just like old now? Like,
I mean,
no one
Tumblr's
uses
dead
it
now,
anymore.
but like back when it was like
Yeah,
at its
it
peak,
was
that's
Tumblr.
mainly what it was for.
Yeah.
Was art, you know. But I feel like you can do that on any platform now.
Yeah.
Like you can share videos, pictures, like even like I've started to put songs into our Instagram
Yes.
posts because like it adds just
Why
a
not?
little extra like flair,
little pizzazz,
little
yeah.
pizzazz.
But like I think all the social medias are just starting to become one another now.
Yeah.
Because like when they all started, they were all started for different reasons.
Mm-hmm.
But now, as technology progresses and is just moving on, they're all starting to homogenize and just become one. Like, I think...
Big word.
Thank you.
50-cent word right there.
Yeah. Never mind if I'd kick your ass in a fight. I'll kick your ass in Scrabble.
All right, I'll see you in pigeon games after this.
Oh shit.
But so if we're going simply based on what they own, who would win in a fight, Tesla or the metaverse? Because if we're going by Musk, I think the biggest thing he owns other than Twitter is probably Tesla.
Yeah,
so
Tesla.
Tesla and Twitter versus the entire metaverse.
Well, yeah, because the metaverse, it's Facebook and Instagram and now Threads.
Yeah.
I think if we're putting it in that terms, it's still Zuckerberg. Like, I don't care that Mark is selling cars for $30,000-$40,000 each. You know,
people are joining Facebook faster than they're buying Tesla. That's for sure.
Yeah, exactly. Because hey, man, I'll never afford a Tesla.
No,
And
maybe one day. If this takes off,
that's the plan.
I'm crossing fingers.
We're trying.
Cross your fingers, do your step.
Hashtag not sponsored. Just want to be.
Yeah. Oh my God, we haven't said that in forever.
Yeah. I just think, in the end, if it all comes down to Elon Musk versus Mark Zuckerberg.
If it's a fisticuffs,
If it's fisticuffs, it is for sure Zuckerberg. I don't listen. Elon could fight train. He could work with whoever he wants.
We totally forgot something though.
What did we forget?
For Musk?
I'm listening.
SpaceX.
Oh,
we totally forgot SpaceX for Musk, in the fight of like their platforms.
Yeah, that's so true.
I don't know if SpaceX necessarily bumps Musk up.
Yeah,
anymore.
how much weight does it carry? Just because, like, I know, like, he's trying to send people to Mars and yada yada yada.
Well, wasn't it like during Trump's presidency that he created like the Space Force?
Oh,
or something
I
like
forgot.
That. Like,
yeah,
he
a new branch of the government.
He basically created like space warfare.
Yeah,
like
and now,
essentially,
this is the big thing I was saying that we could talk about. Aliens.
Oh shit.
So then maybe Musk is worth more than we think because maybe he's the key to.
If he's the one who's taking care of all
is he an alien?
Planetary, yes.
Is he bringing them to us?
Mark Zuckerberg is a lizard person and Elon Musk is an alien. Like we know this. This isn't new information, Bobbie.
Lizard person.
This isn't new information.
You're
We've
right.
been new. You mean to tell me when he was on trial and he was standing there like.
You guys,
that he wasn't like you could. I swear to God, his eyes blinked this way at one point. Like,
it was that was crazy.
But yeah, aliens are real.
Well, so here's the thing. We don't know. I mean, I believe that they're real because we're so small. The universe is so big. But when you break it down,
break it down now.
What happened? What happened was it was just some former intelligence officer, him and two other former, or like, I don't know if they're currently working, but these three people.
They're definitely not currently working now if they revealed all that.
They just talked. They just said things that they claim to be true. So we haven't investigated yet. We just have the claims of these people.
Yeah.
So like, as exciting as it is for people to be like aliens are real, and this dude has these friends who have witnessed these things. Some of the stuff he talked about and some of the stuff he said was like scary.
I actually don't even know what was said. All I've known is what I've been scrolling on TikTok, and it's just like, oh my God, aliens are real.
The Congress had a hearing, like a meeting the
Yeah.
other day, and they were talking about how they talked with a former Air Force intelligence officer. His name is David Grush. David Grush. That's the dude who did most of the talking, and he said that he knows people who have seen this stuff, but he didn't necessarily see much of it firsthand. People have been physically injured through encounters with UAPs or unidentified aerial phenomena. That's the new UFO term. It's not unidentified flying objects.
Oh my god, is UFO too offensive now?
I don't know if it's too offensive or if they were just like, fuck it, it's obsolete. But now it's unidentified aerial phenomena, which is like phenomena, another big Scrabble word.
Yeah, but like,
it just seems too like, I don't want to, not wishy-washy, but too
broad.
It
puts even just like comets and meteors and what is it? The Aurora Borealis into the same category as UFOs now.
I do think that there should be some like a more bold line between UAPs and UFOs.
That might be where the Space Force comes in.
Yeah, to help us either welcome. I mean, hey, I'm all for welcoming the aliens.
They're not gonna be happy to be here.
They will not be happy.
They are not going to like it here.
They will not be happy. But like, just the fact, like the dude David Grush, he said that the government is in possession of pieces of UAPs, of UFOs, and we are in the government. Here's the crazy part. The government is in possession of biological material, of like body parts, bro. Can you imagine, like, and
what timeline is this right now?
We've always been saying that like there's aliens at Area 51.
Yeah.
But like, imagine just like 54 levels below the Oval Office. There's a science lab, and they just got
and the same place where they faked the moon landing and planned the Kennedy assassination.
Yep. All these conspiracy theories, man.
Like, so okay, so say the aliens show up, right?
100%.
And they're like, take us to your leader. Who you sending? And it doesn't have to be the president.
Right.
It does not have to be the president. I already know my
my answer. So I know you said it's not the president, but I'm sending the president. But from Independence Day, the movie, I am sending. Hold on, let me look it up. Let me look it up.
Wait, was that Oh my god.
Oh wait, was that? It's not. Hold on.
Oh my god, who was that? Oh my god, I haven't seen Independence Day in forever. Good movie though.
When the aliens come, I'm sending the president, but it's not Joe. I'm sending Bill Pullman, who played the president. President, what the fuck is his name? It says it, but it's like a ... for me. Just tell me the cast name. I know who you were. It doesn't matter. I'm sending him.
The president from
Independence Day, Bill Pullman. That speech.
Yeah.
That speech.
Yeah.
So good. And I think he could really handle the aliens. He would make so many handshakes would happen between him and aliens.
That's a good call. Who
are you sending?
I would send Denzel Washington.
Oh yeah.
I am sending Denzel Washington because if there's anybody any actor who's going to represent everybody,
it's him.
It's him.
It's
100%.
He's him.
Yeah.
He's him.
He is 100% him.
Yeah. And it's so crazy because like ever since the Congress hearing and like Grush being like, yes, aliens, and and I still go for nighttime runs. I'm not worried about getting kidnapped. I'm 6'1", 240. I am not worried about it. But you know what I am worried about? Aliens. I am, and it's crazy because I'd be on the run and I'd be going, and my head is on a swivel. Yeah. Not just for like my safety, just outside. Like I'm just worried like aliens could pull up any second now.
You know what I also worry about is like bobcats. I know they're not like a huge like issue in our area, but like animals period, dude, because they just be walking out of the woodwork
and
at anywhere.
Yeah, you don't got to be worried about bobcats. You got to be worried about fisher cats.
What are those?
They are like, so take like a ferret, but like make it like a lot larger and make it like a honey badger almost.
Ooh.
It's almost like a honey badger.
Ooh.
And the cries and the noises they make sound like crying babies, and they can sound like women crying. And so that is how a lot of people get attacked by fisher cats, as they get too close because they think
that thing looks vicious.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
That is scary.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm not gonna.
But yeah, I haven't encountered much on my runs. Just a lot of fucking bunnies, bro.
Yeah,
there's a lot of bunnies this year.
Crazy in my area too, like the burbs.
They're popping off this year.
Yeah, I was driving on the highway. It was like a full on interstate highway, like no trees. It was just like a 4-lane highway on both sides, and there was a fucking deer on the side of the road just laying there. I was like, where did you come from?
Was he laying or was he dead?
Nah, he was dead.
Oh,
no,
man.
like I mean laying there like dead, but like it was just like there was plenty of street to go around, and there wasn't like any forest at all. There was walls. It was the walls on the side of the highway, and I'm like, where'd you come from?
Where?
Did you just like spawn in?
I really think they do sometimes.
I genuinely think like the simulation glitches sometimes, and we get just random shit spawning in, like that fly right there.
Yeah.
Like, why are you here right now?
Yeah.
Like, what? Why are any of us here right now?
Jeez.
That's
the
the
simulation,
real
bro.
question.
The
Simulation be going brazy.
The sky was so blue yesterday, and please tell me other people think at least share this one thought with me. It's that sometimes you look up and there was not a cloud in the sky yesterday.
On my way here, there wasn't a single fucking cloud in the sky.
And it's just it's too perfect of a blue. You know what I mean?
When the sky starts to look like the wallpaper from Toy Story, I'm like, what the fuck is happening right now?
Yeah, I can't think about if the simulation is real or what's going on. So when I need to stop thinking about existential crises, you know what I do?
What do you do?
I yearn for the mines. And I sit down, play some Minecraft. Really, just I've been busting out the Switch.
Oh yeah,
and I feel bad because I've had it for so long. I've always had a Switch, but I just have not dedicated the time to it. And now that we have time. We're graduated.
Exactly.
We are.
Time, no money, but we got the time.
All the time, no money.
Did you see, what was it, like last month or something like that, Nintendo Direct?
Well, if today is August 1st, it was now 2 months ago.
2 months ago? Holy shit.
It happened on, the Nintendo Direct happened on June 21st. And so while we are behind, we do have thoughts.
Yeah.
And my notes are just in order of the Direct. Are yours as well?
Me too.
Wonderful. So I would like to start with the Pokemon Sword and Shield DLC.
Yep.
Because it looks
Was
so
that
pretty.
Sword and Shield
Sorry,
DLC or
Scarlet Violet?
Okay.
Scarlet Violet. It just looks so pretty, and there seems to be a new big turtle Pokemon that I'm excited for.
I still have to play it. I haven't downloaded it yet.
Dude,
is it really worth it?
Scarlet Violet, yes.
Is it really worth it?
You will get your money's worth, I promise.
I haven't finished Arceus.
Me either, but I do need to go back and do that as well.
Yeah.
Because I'm also hoping it wasn't teased in this one, but I'm hoping in the near future that we can get more Pokemon Legends games.
Yeah.
Because that'd
be cool.
I would love if they start there with Legends Arceus, and then they go next and it's like Celebi or Legends Rayquaza.
Oh.
Imagine starting where in the timeline of Pokemon. Starting there and watching it all progress.
Yeah.
That would be cool.
That'd be really cool.
That would be
because then you would be able to play the beginning and then just
catch
keep
up.
it going until the future. And technically, Scarlet Violet is the future, the furthest future point we have in Pokemon right now. Yeah. Which I think is really cool.
Yeah.
Those those mounting Pokemon.
The Koraidon and the Miraidon.
Those are really cool. I love those.
And I'm just excited. I can never get enough Pokemon stuff. I really can't.
I know. I'm way more into the cards right now than the games, but I definitely want to get Scarlet and Violet at some point, so I can definitely play that DLC because it looks fun.
Yeah.
It looks like a good time, and I love the format of the way Pokemon is going right now, especially starting with Arceus with being like open world, quote unquote open world.
Open world.
But is Scarlet and Violet like way more open world?
Yes. Oh my God, yeah. It starts you off in the center, and it's like, okay, you could go to the north, west, south, or the east, and just go, and you don't know what's gonna be there, and like you could try to walk into what you think is your first gym, but it's really like level 50s. And so then you have to like, I'm not gonna lie, I followed a guide of where like of a better path to take, of a more natural path. And so like, when you do that, it's great, and I think it was it's a good game. It's worth it, and it will continue to keep playing it.
Yeah, cool. The next thing I have is Sonic Superstars.
Yeah,
platformer. That looks fun.
That looks pretty cool.
Going back to like the origins of Sonic and doing like the platformer style, because we've had
2D
Frontier, Sonic
Frontiers. Oh my God. Pat McKinney, bro. When I watched my roommate, he had it. He's the biggest Sonic fan we know. Yeah, and he's been on the podcast. He's talked about it.
He did trivia, Sonic trivia.
Watching him, I'll show you videos of him playing.
I've seen some of the videos. He's gotten pretty heated.
He's so heated because he's also a big completionist. So he is redoing 100%ing everything. And
I'm doing that with Lego Star Wars right now.
Yeah, that's another fun game to 100% with. But yeah, I'm glad to see, more Sonic games, because especially that they're bringing it back to like it being in the same platform. Yeah. And that'll be coming out this fall. Which is really cool.
They have Sega Genesis, the emulator that you can get with like the Nintendo Switch Online subscription, which I think has the original like Sonic platformers on it. I'm pretty sure it has them on it. So it's gonna be cool to get like a newer story with the platformer, which I think is gonna be huge for especially like the big Sonic fans. Shout out to Patrick McKinney.
The next thing I got excited for is Palia.
Yeah, because I'm a big cozy gamer. I love me a
take over my life.
Yeah, I love me a cozy game.
It's gonna drop, and it's gonna take over my life.
Yeah,
because it looks like, and I wrote down that it looks like Farmer Simulator meets World of Warcraft.
Basically,
and it looks so exciting.
I was thinking like World of Warcraft meets Stardew Valley. Which is very similar in a sense with like you have a farm and you're selling crops and doing quests and stuff like that. That's very Stardew Valley, and I love Stardew Valley. And it's gonna be free to play. Yeah, free to play open world, which is gonna be
the best. Those are the best games. Yeah. If it's free to play in open world, why aren't you playing it? Like literally, if it's free to play, you don't have to spend it. You choose the money you spend with microtransactions, and then if it's open world, fuck around and find out. Do whatever the fuck you want. Yeah. So I'm super excited for Palia.
Me too.
It will for sure be on my Christmas list.
Did you play Persona at all? Me neither.
Nope.
But Persona 5 Tactica looks really cool.
Really excited for a new Persona 5 spinoff, but it's just not my niche.
Yeah, I'm not a fan. I do play Joker in Smash though. Oh. I play Joker in Smash, and he's a fun character to play. But I'm not exactly itching to play Persona 5 at any point. I'm
not jumping at it.
Myth Force.
Myth Force.
I'm super excited.
My first note, all capitals. Whoa. Yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
Because it looks so fucking cool.
My jaw hit the floor.
I saw that one. Yeah.
This looks insane because I have such a soft spot for like those Hanna-Barbera, He-Man era like cartoon styles, and it's very much like that same vein
in a video game.
Yeah, playing it. Is it going to be like a battle royale?
I don't know.
game. I think it's gonna be kind of like a battle royale game, but first person shooter.
Yes, it's looking like it's a first person adventure game.
Yep.
And it's inspired by the style of Saturday morning cartoons, which is super cool. Because man, waking up on those Saturdays, to having nothing but like a bowl of Fruit Loops and Yu-Gi-Oh or Pokemon, whatever was on.
It was like Looney Tunes for me. Looney Tunes and Tom and Jerry were the big ones, because I actually had the a box DVD set of just all of like those old cartoons.
No way.
It had like Betty Boop and even like as far as like Popeye and stuff like that. So
wow.
I'd throw those in on Saturday mornings, and those would be my Saturday morning cartoons.
That's cool. But yeah.
Do we have the same one for the next note?
I took a note on almost everything.
Okay,
so the next thing I have is Splatoon 3.
I did not take a note on Splatoon 3
that's
because
okay.
I have not played a single Splatoon game.
Me either, but I liked the characters. I think they look cool.
Yeah, they're cool looking.
But is the next
the
thing.
next one? Is it? Detective Pikachu Returns.
Yeah.
Hell
yeah.
Yeah. Did you watch the movie?
No.
It's adorable.
I just every time like I saw a commercial for it, I was just like, I like that Ryan Reynolds is voicing Pikachu, but who the fuck is this actor? Who the fuck's the guy?
It's fun. It's a cute movie.
Yeah. So like
but I'm excited for this game.
I want to go back, watch it, play the first one too.
Yeah.
And it was just so funny because it's weird to see Pokemon with voice acting. You know what I mean? Because I'm so used to it, and like I wish and I hope that that's something that comes to future Pokemon games, because it's so boring without it. That's something that I've always missed in Pokemon games, is that it's a lot of fun. I love playing with these, mythical creatures.
Yeah.
But so much reading.
Yeah.
So much reading.
If I wanted to
read, I'd open a book.
I'd open a book.
If I wanted to read, I'd buy the manga.
Exactly. But it looks fun. It looks like it's going to be a good time. I know they're going to put a $60 stamp on that bad boy, but
and you know what
what
sucks is because they're going to put a $60 stamp on it, but why couldn't they get Ryan Reynolds again?
Yeah.
Because it's not him, unfortunately.
I think Ryan Reynolds as Detective Pikachu was a choice, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think it was right for his voice, because I mean it's just Pikachu Deadpool. Like I love Ryan Reynolds. I think he's a phenomenal actor, but God, his voice is has just been ingrained as
now.
Deadpool,
and especially now because like he mixes in his personality. He is he was always the right guy to play Deadpool.
Yeah. From the moment he played him in X-Men Origins.
Maybe not that. No. No. Well, I mean, okay, actually, I take that back. Yes, he was the right actor, but they fucked up by sewing his mouth shut.
Shut, yeah.
So
then they made it better by casting him as actual Deadpool, which is cool.
And then my other note for Detective Pikachu Returns, I just remember there was one clip of your least favorite Pokemon ever.
Oh my god!
And I just saw him, the little Ludicolo. He was just living his life.
He's in the movie. Oh. He plays like the bartender in the movie. I've lost my mind.
Why?
All right. So if you guys don't know, if you don't know by now, I cannot stand Ludicolo. I cannot stand him. I think he is the dumbest Pokemon to ever walk the face of the earth, and for no particular reason other than I just don't like his face. Whatever. And then they put him in a 3D animated movie, and I lost my mind.
No, he looks great. But whatever.
Yeah.
So, Detective Pikachu Returns.
Exactly.
Another one on the Christmas list.
Yeah, for sure. I didn't play any of the Luigi's Mansion games, though.
Me either.
I heard they're fun, though.
I've seen people play them. They look very fun. Just wasn't something I got too into. I was busy playing Skylanders.
Yeah. Facts. That is big facts. Because I didn't play many Nintendo games like growing up. I grew up with PlayStation 2. I grew up with my PlayStation 3 and Xbox. But I had a Wii. I had a DS. So I play. Even then, I was playing like non-Nintendo games on those consoles.
Right.
But then I got my Switch, and that changed like
everything.
But Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon clone looks like it's going to be really, really
Yes.
good.
The remaster, yeah.
But something that I'm super duper excited for is they will be releasing all of the Batman
the Arkham
games
trilogy
onto Nintendo Switch. Now, I don't know about you, but when it comes to playing certain games on my Switch, I'm a bit hesitant.
Okay.
Just because I'm afraid my fucking Switch is going to explode.
Right.
Because I was playing Arceus on my Switch, and the fan
It got hot.
was going like working overtime with no pay.
Were you playing? Were you playing handheld version?
Yeah.
Yeah.
When it's on the dock, no issues
Right.
whatsoever. But it's when I have it in my hand, it's like if I wanted to play this game, I would just download it on my PlayStation. But I want to play it handheld. You know,
Valid.
so like,
but
why?
Have you tried Arceus on a big screen?
Yeah, I like it.
I love it.
Yeah.
It makes it so much better.
Yeah.
But like, also just for me personally, like I don't have a TV in my room,
Yeah,
so the dock and
You want one? We got one.
I have extra TVs. I just don't have the physical room for it. If my walls weren't fucking slanted, anyway. But
College room problems.
yeah. Playing Arceus on the big screen is great, but I can only do it in my living room.
Yeah. And you got that big TV in the living room.
It's huge in there. And so Arceus just looks great on that. And so I think, you know, as great as it is to have it handheld, like it's great for on the go, but like, man, there are certain games that I think no matter if they release on the Switch, I think it should be handheld or on the big screen.
Yeah, exactly.
And, you know, like I was playing Arceus on a Switch Lite.
Yeah.
Which is great, and I have that save file, and I love it. I have so many shinies. But I started a new one on my regular Switch. And also, do you have an OLED or no?
I don't have an OLED. No.
I also think that is an issue.
A big factor.
Is I think that something with the old Switches just can't.
Not gonna be able to handle
just
it.
not gonna be able to handle a lot of things in handheld mode.
Which makes me scared for the Batman games, because I'm like,
Yep.
if my Switch is about to crap the bed while handheld with Legends
With
Arceus,
Pokemon,
then I don't know. I don't even want to think about what's gonna happen when I'm trying to do the combat in any of the Arkham games, because those games were wild with their combat. Some of my favorite combat in any game I've ever played, just like the button mashing with the combos, it's so satisfying. But I didn't play Asylum, but I did play Arkham City, Origins, and Night, which was phenomenal.
I hate to say it, but I never got to play them. I think I was just busy playing other stuff.
Yeah.
I just like didn't like know about it. I wasn't as big of a Batman fan.
I love Batman.
But I'm excited for it to come out on Switch, so that way this will be my opportunity.
Yeah.
And I can do it right.
Asylum 50-50, City really good, Night really good.
Yeah.
So
I do want to play all three. I do eventually. It will be a goal to play all three and to do 100% them.
Yeah.
Because I've watched playthroughs. I know it's
the
crazy.
Riddler trophies.
Exactly.
The Riddler trophies are impossible. I
know.
still have a save of Arkham Knight, and I finished literally everything else
Except those.
the Riddler trophies.
Yep.
It's like nearly impossible. Yeah. You got to be like a mechanical engineer to figure that shit out. But something that, you know, people on Shooting the Shit may not know about Robbie and I is that we also have a nice fond love of tabletop RPG games.
Big fan of TTRPG.
I haven't played D&D in so long, and I'm really itching to get back into it.
We need to just sign up. There's at a game store that does it. Where there is a DM, and you and I can just walk in with maybe 2 or 3 other people and just play.
We really should.
I think that's the move.
But Gloomhaven, which is a board game that you can buy at like your local Target, is now going to be on the Switch as a video game, which is really, really cool because it's that same kind of idea of like the point systems for a tabletop RPG without actually being a tabletop RPG, which really helps me because I find myself loving tabletop and not having people that also love tabletop,
Right.
which is probably the biggest struggle of any RPG player. So having Gloomhaven to play will kind of hopefully scratch the itch that I have when I want to play tabletop RPGs.
Yeah, and because you've talked about Gloomhaven before, and it, I haven't played
wild.
it, but it looks so cool.
Yeah.
But also, what I think is really cool about taking tabletop games and bringing them digital, bringing them online, is that it just makes it so much more accessible.
Yeah.
Because you know, like you and I, we could bust out the physical stuff, but there's always so many pieces.
Yeah.
Usually 1,004 dice. And
shit breaks.
Sometimes you gotta paint shit on your own.
Yeah.
And so like that, if you don't have the time or the passion for it, that can be a lot.
Yeah.
But now if it's digital, it's all right there. Like people, like Josh and Cass, they play D&D online.
Yeah.
All the time, and I'm like, I want to do.
I want to play so bad.
If you
I
want
will
to
sacrifice the pleasure of actually playing a tabletop RPG just to play D&D like online, you know,
for the role playing factor, and just it still is fun. Like you can still have like your physical dice and your sheets and stuff in front of you.
I just like having like the character pieces and all that jazz. Like that's so fun to me. Yeah. That's part of my enjoyment.
Yeah. So when in doubt, if you like a tabletop game, there might be an online version for it.
Mm-hmm. And also the Gloomhaven game is like pre-made. It's like you can basically be a player and the DM at the same time, which is really, really cool. You don't need a DM to do everything for you because it kind of runs on its own, which is really, really interesting.
Yeah. What's the next game you have a note for?
Just Dance 2024. I haven't played Just Dance since like 16 or 18.
Man, yeah, Just Dance 2024.
I was a boss at Rasputin.
Man.
I forgot what year it was, but that's the only memory I have of Just Dance. I don't think I will be buying Just Dance 2024 though.
I tried Just Dance once, and middle schooler,
I would love to see you play Just Dance.
Shut up.
I will download it just so I can see you play. You got moves.
Fine. Shut up.
I remember the video. I remember the video of Pippin rehearsal, and you had to hop in.
Oh my god!
I remember. I didn't forget. You guys certainly didn't forget because I didn't forget.
I can't. I did. I had to. So, going back to how I'm a stage manager who's fight trained, I can step in for someone fighting. While we were working on Pippin the musical, I had to step in for a dancer, and I tried.
He bust a move.
Sure, if you say
maybe
so.
bust a hip too.
Yeah,
but
for sure.
He definitely bust a move.
Yeah, I'm certainly not a dance major, but a stage manager does what he does.
Yeah,
does what he can. But yeah, Just Dance 2024 will not be hitting my living room.
Maybe if it goes on sale for like $1,
Maybe.
but even then, that's still questionable. I have never played a Pikmin game.
Me either.
And that's kind of upsetting, but I want Pikmin 4 really, really badly.
Pikmin 4, it's looking really great.
Yeah.
And also what I love about it is that they're marketing it as if you didn't get to play 1 through 3, you can start with 4.
Yes.
Which is
awesome.
Cool.
Awesome.
And I think that is just such a good marketing and advertising tactic that if you're going to release the 4th or 5th installment of a game like this that already has a big following, people already know these little characters, the Pikmin, they're adorable. You look at them, they're fucking cute. Yeah. But if you're someone like me or Beefy who just didn't get around to them or didn't really fall in love with them right away, and this next installment piques your interest, I like that you can just hop in.
Yeah.
And I am very excited because Pikmin 4, as it is bringing in new things, it's also still based in its roots.
Yeah,
and so,
paying homage to its original predecessors.
Yeah.
That's a word. But they did release Pikmin 1 and 2. They re-released Pikmin 1 and 2. I think those are going for like $30 right now, but I think Pikmin 4 is standing at a solid $60.
I think one takes precedent over the other.
Yeah.
But yeah, I definitely think Pikmin 4 looks really cool. And I think it's a great place to dive in, and I'm really excited.
Yeah, it's out now.
It's already out.
It's already out. Yeah,
shit. That's right. I forgot. This already happened. This this
It
Nintendo
actually-
Direct happened.
Oh no, it wasn't. There was something else that got released the day of Nintendo Direct.
Yeah.
But Pikmin 4 came out like last week.
Oh, cool.
Or something like that. Yeah.
Cool. We'll be picking it up soon.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Another game that they talked about was Manic Mechanics.
Yeah, I did see
It
that.
looks-
That's like brand new,
Yeah.
right? There's no original version.
I don't believe
Okay.
so. But you know what it is? Because I saw it and I wasn't all that impressed
Mhm.
because it's just Overcooked, but in a different
Yeah.
font. And Overcooked is a great game to play, preferably when you're drunk.
I don't like.
You don't like
I don't
Overcooked?
Overcooked.
Sorry, me and the boys, we played it at a few game nights.
I could not get into it. I didn't get it.
You just see that's the thing.
I'm not
You're
good
not
at
supposed to get it. You're not supposed to be good at it. It's a game. You get drunk and you just yell at each other. You just start to yell at each other. I need this over here. I need clean dishes. Quick, someone serve this up or else we're gonna lose.
That's really all it is.
That's all it is.
Damn.
But it's funny.
Yeah.
But yeah, when I saw them talk about Manic Mechanics, I was like, oh, this just looks like Overcooked for NASCAR fans. And so
I think the mechanic aspect of it is going to be cool though, and there's some like other like environmental like things that are going to hinder. Does that happen in Overcooked too?
I mean the levels change and like sometimes like there's like moving platforms and stuff. So I think it's essentially just like I said, a different font.
Yeah, exactly. But coming down to the last couple of things that we want to talk about, WarioWare,
yeah,
it's now movement based.
Yeah,
WarioWare Move or something like that.
Yep, Move it.
Yeah.
So it's literally this is I think this is Nintendo's way of trying to bring back the Wii Fit. Of trying, it's the Wii Fit, but instead of having the trainer, you have Wario.
Yeah. No, that's pretty much it. I mean, they came out with Nintendo Switch Sports last year.
Yeah.
Which kind of took off a little bit. It's still going pretty solid right now, but I think with WarioWare now, taking a game that was originally one format and now making it into the Move format, I think is going to do it wonders because judging by some of the clips that they were showing, it's like very interactive. I didn't play WarioWare like the first one, which regretfully so. But I think I may definitely consider picking up WarioWare Move because it looks like a lot of fun.
Yeah, it also seems like it'll be good for game nights and like for parties.
Nothing better than a good like 4 or 5 person co-op game like that really hits the spot sometimes.
Yeah. And then the last thing,
last but certainly not least,
the next big installment in the Mario Brothers series, Mario Wonder,
Super Mario Wonder.
And man, it looks wacky.
It looks pretty though.
It looks so pretty,
and
it looks so wacky. But just like the flower. Like the acid flower.
Yeah.
I think it's called like the Wonder Flower, but I'm gonna call it the acid flower.
Acid flower, yeah.
Because like and I think this is what should have happened when Mario had mushrooms. It's because you get the Wonder Flower and he starts to trip balls.
Oh my god.
He starts,
Oh.
So I think
You're so right though.
Yeah, I try.
But yeah, Super Mario Wonder looks like it can be either the best addition to the Super Mario series or it could kind of go either way. But I for me personally, I think they really had something good going with Super Mario Odyssey. I think if they kind of pursued that direction a little bit more, they would have a completely different game. But it's interesting that they're going back to the platformer.
I'm excited for it.
Yeah.
Because I have so many memories of the when it like first came out on was that one just called Super Mario Brothers? It came in a red case.
Yeah, it was Super Mario Bros.
Just Super Mario Bros. And that one was a great, iteration.
Yeah.
But what I'm excited for about Super Mario Bros. Wonder Did you see the very end of it? The elephant flower
Yes.
that is just wacky. I'm just so excited that there's new flowers.
Yeah.
That there's new, like, I like these new gimmicks. I like what they're coming up with.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm glad that they're not getting stale in the writer's room or in the designer room.
Yeah. I think it can be, like I said, I think it can go either way. I think it is going to hopefully base its like entire thing off of the flowers, because that's, you know, that to me that's part of like the enjoyment is like getting those items and using them as much as possible, because nothing's better than getting the fire flower and just pew, 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 pew. Yeah.
Exactly, just rapid fire.
Yeah.
But
yeah, that was Nintendo Direct.
June 2023.
A good chunk of games coming out within the next year or so. Probably a bit longer.
Yeah.
Actually, sidebar before we close out, they actually just announced that IGN said that the creators of the Star Wars Outlaw game is not going to be a 30-hour-long open world game that you're going to get bored of. And I'm like, why? Because that is what we wanted.
The 30-hour open world game is what people want.
That is exactly what we want. So I don't know why they're even thinking about that direction, because that is it. They're going to lose people because of that.
Yeah.
But yeah, games coming out in the next couple of years, and I'm certainly looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Are you, Bob?
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
Like I said, Palia. Once Palia comes out, you will not be able to reach me. I promise. I will be in my fucking footy pajamas, in my bed, curled up with Palia, just on the Switch.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, folks, this has been another episode of Shooting the Shit with Beefy
and Bobbie.
We hope you enjoyed. Please come and see Daughters with Daggers in August. Well, I say August as if it's not August right now. But come see August. Come see Daughters with Daggers and Rock of Ages,
the weekend
happening
after.
in the middle of this month. And this is Beefy.
And this is Bobbie.
And this has been Shooting the Shit with Beefy and Bobbie. Thanks for listening to another episode of Shooting the Shit with Beefy and Bobbie.
If you haven't already, you can follow us and stay up to date with all the latest episodes on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and X.
Also, go check out our merch shop on redbubble.com/STSWBnB.
And if you or someone you know wants to shoot the shit with us or be featured in our new Artist Hour segment, please fill out the guest form in our bios.